Welcome to the Conversations Colons podcast. I'm your host, Damien, my co-host, Jared.
Yeah.
No Brewskis of the week. And it's going to be a short episode again. Not much is going on, but let's just go ahead and get right into it. How are you doing, Jared?
You know what? I'm hanging in there. Shot my brand new gun for the first time today, and I'm feeling pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Just waiting on my gun,
Yeah.
We'll see.
Rip ordering it on 4th of July weekend.
I know. So let's get right into it. Microsoft apparently is interested in buying Warner Brothers games. This means that they will have the rights to the Batman games. They will have the rights to the new Harry Potter games that are in the works. They will have the rights to a lot of upcoming games. So I think the big one is probably Warner Bros. Is also working on that new Suicide Squad game that the people who make the Batman games is working on. So I think if I'm Microsoft, I start making Batman games exclusive, just like how Spider-Man is. But I just don't know if those games have the pull of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like
the Batman games are pretty good. I know a lot of people swear up and down by them. So
yeah, they're pretty good.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, that Harry Potter game is supposed to release next year. That huge RPG that I'm absolutely gonna play a fuck ton of. Yeah. Which you're gonna buy with me, right? Yeah. Also, happy National Video Games Day. I guess it is. Today is July 8th, National Video Game Day. Whatever they want to call it. So moving on, the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla game got leaked. About 30 minutes of gameplay. It was combat, ship combat, how the game looks. Looks really rough, to be honest with you. And this game's supposed to launch later this year, we're talking about 3 months. When I saw the combat, like Jared, you played Odyssey, so the combat looked like Odyssey's, just worse. It's more sluggish, and the camera angle is weird. But you can throw
this leak is what you said looked like Witcher.
Yeah, so this game, so the one section they're playing as the female Viking that you can choose, and she's riding on horseback, man, and literally, the starting area in Witcher, that whole first hour, that's what she's riding
White
through.
Orchard.
Yeah, that's what she's running or trotting through. And the way the HUD looks and the way the movement is, it's very reminiscent of Witcher, which, hey, I mean, that's good. That game's the best game of all time. But the combat looks weird, and it looks sluggish, and it looks bad. The animations were bad. Yeah. And then he was trying to throw a tomahawk, and when he would throw it, his character would half do an animation, and then it would just come out of his hand. No, that's probably a work in progress, but still, I mean, we're 3 or 4 months away, and this game still looks a little rough. The frame rate kept dropping. The graphics didn't look that good. It looked just like Odyssey, which, I mean, Odyssey's great, but we're going to a next-gen Assassin's Creed game. Black Flag looked a lot better than 3, right? There was a huge jump. And so, you hopefully would expect that for this one, but as of right now, that's not what we're getting. So, before we continue games, there's some movie announcements. So the 2 Halloween movies that are in the works, so Halloween Kills is the next one that was supposed to release this October, got delayed 1 year. Then,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Then the final movie of this new trilogy, which the first one was pretty good, the one that came out 2 years ago, not bad.
Yeah, I actually went and saw that with Jordan.
Yeah, not bad movie. So, I mean, sticks to its guns. Doesn't do anything completely new. But hey, it was a good, solid entry. Halloween Ends is going to be the 3rd movie, and that is delayed, I think, another year as well. So that movie will probably come out I think 2023.
Jesus Christ.
The Candyman movie got delayed, and then the next Purge movie got delayed.
Oh, well.
Which nobody cares about the Purge. I don't even know anybody who goes and sees those movies.
That shit, Purge has been dead for a fucking long time.
The first 3 were alright. After that, it was weird.
Yeah.
So on my YouTube channel, me and Jared played the Man of Medan game. It is where you're able to choose the outcomes of the people you're playing as. That one, you're on a haunted ghost ship. At the end, that's
the one where you killed my boy Clyde.
Poor Rip Clyde, dude.
I think it was Clyde. I could be wrong.
every time we do a gameplay together, the character you like, I end up killing.
Which I don't even think it's on purpose usually.
It's not on purpose. Well, the Gears of War one, I don't know if you can consider that on purpose. I just thought it made better sense if what was his name? What was his name?
Dell
died. Yes, I was like, you know what? That'd make a more impactful moment.
Piece of shit for forgetting his name.
Well, you know, rip Dell Dog. I miss you. So their new game, Little Hope, which takes place like during the Salem witch trials or around that time. That comes out October 30th. So it was supposed to come out this summer, so obviously it got delayed. And yeah. I think this gets rid of their so remember, we're supposed to be getting 2 of these games every year. So I think it's making it 1 game per year. But hey, Man of Medan was a fun 8-hour experience. Me and Jared played it together. If you want to go see it,
it really was. It was a good one.
Yeah, we beat it like 6 months ago. I think it's already been.
God, probably.
So if you want to go watch that series, it's all up there. I think it was like 5 or 6 parts. You can watch me kill our boy Clyde. What was really cool about that game, just go off on a tangent, I mean, me and Jared will still talk about it sometimes. There was this section where like I was chasing Jared, but Jared's character saw my character as a monster, and we had to like communicate to each other, like Jared's like, oh, I just jumped over this, and I was like, oh, I just jumped over this, and Jared's like, no, there's a monster behind me. And it's like, no, I see you. And then at the end, it comes to the 2 characters are standing on top of like whatever, the exhaust, and you know, Jared had to kind of just trust me and say, okay, you're not a monster, and save the character's life. That was a cool moment, something that like I've never experienced before. I know Jared hasn't. Hopefully there's more of that in that game. That was that was
really good. That made that game like kind of worth it.
That game was fun. I mean, hey, for $30, an 8-hour experience that's super fun and different ways for you to like interact with the game, it's worth it. Worth it every time. So moving on, Xbox is telling developers that their next gen upgrades should be free, and that they will heavily be pushing for developers to not charge customers extra money for next gen upgrades. Obviously this comes after NBA 2K saying that if you want to upgrade, you're either going to have to pay $70 or buy the $100 edition of the previous year. So Xbox once again doing good by the consumer, something Sony doesn't do very often.
Not at all.
Let's see, Mafia the remaster, or the full remake, sorry, is delayed till September. I think it was supposed to come out this month. But yeah, they're not done with the game, so they delayed it till September. I know a few things about games that I'm looking forward to being delayed, so you know, hopefully Halo's not delayed.
Yeah,
which that shit's gonna come out in November. Like, by the way, they keep teasing the shit out of that. That's been, they confirmed they're showing Halo July 25th.
Really?
At that next press conference, we're seeing Halo shit, like actual gameplay.
Let's see them. Fuck.
So I'm hyped for that. Rockstar, the branch in Australia that made LA Noire and LA Noire VR, is apparently working on an open world VR game. Whether that's in the GTA universe, Red Dead universe, I don't know. The Red Dead one would be dope. That'd be dope. That game awesome. Hasn't been updated in like a year.
Has it been that long?
No, it was like what, 8 months ago? Remember that big update me and you played? Was it like 8 months ago?
Moonshine.
Yeah, was it 8 months ago?
Probably.
Man,
maybe not. Maybe like 6.
That online had so much potential.
I thought it was like February when it happened. Maybe it wasn't that long.
Was it February?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, this whole COVID thing's got me like turned around.
Oh yeah, fuck, same dude.
So Chris Hemsworth's gonna be Hulk Hogan in the movie.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, they the picture that they posted of it was weird though. Hold on, let me try to find it.
See, I feel like I heard this news leaked sometime before this, and like I was like, okay, sure. Now that we're talking about it, it's like I don't know if not that I don't care, but it just seems so weird. Something I'm like not interested in. Like if it's good, it's good. If it's not, whatever.
Well, Chris Hemsworth has a weird face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can agree with that.
Oh shit, I can't like. Hold on, I'm gonna try to show it. Here we go. So this right here is the mock-up that they did. I know, Jared, you can't see it, but That's what they did for Hulk Hogan as the mock-up. And then finally, the big one for me personally, TikTok might be banned.
Thank fuck.
So they were explaining that, obviously TikTok's owned by China. And the way China works is businesses have to give certain info to the Chinese government. And so basically TikTok monitors where you are, your search history, your browser history, shit that is obviously important for places to know if they want it. And so they are considering banning TikTok because China bans like Twitter and stuff like that. And so TikTok may be gone. You know what that means? That means a lot of TikTokers are going to be going to the YouTube.
Fuck.
And I'm sure there'll be another, like, whatever happened to Vine too? Remember that was the thing for like a month.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm glad that didn't happen too, because Vine was great, but it didn't need to be
Dude, what I love, there'll be another one eventually. Like Musical.ly was big, and then TikTok was big. Just the satisfaction of getting like hundreds of videos in seconds, and like I like the comedy ones on there, and the ass. Yeah, the ass is great. I can't deny. But yeah, TikTok may be gone.
Thank God. Hopefully it goes. Been praying every day for it. Hopefully it fucking goes.
I've come to terms with it. I'm addicted to TikTok, and I'm okay with it going. I've come to terms with it. I think it's time for that app to go. Really
Never
short.
Thought I'd hear the day.
Right, really short episode going on. There's no press conferences coming out. Next week will be actually filled with a lot of stuff because after we're done recording this, I think Friday, the Ubisoft and stuff, their big press conference where they're announcing Watch Dogs, when that's coming out and stuff like that happens. So we'll actually have things to talk about next week. But there's no PlayStation event this month. There's no fucking Xbox event until later this month. Nothing's going on, and it's a really boring time. Coronavirus is getting worse. I mean, hey, I guess that's something.
Yeah, which is it? That's not surprising,
right? Not at all. So thank you guys for listening /watching, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.